Yeah, I still don't know, Chris, you know you can hold X to run? Really? Right, you'll move faster by holding X, and I'll be right behind you, so don't worry. Unless you want to get away, in which case, sorry. Oh, Chris, it's the training dummy I made. Now seems like a great chance to prepare for the enemy. Would you like me to teach you how to fight? Yes. Okay, get ready, Chris. See that heart, Chris? That's your soul, the culmination of your being. I heard someone else use that phrasing once long ago, and they turned out not to be trustworthy. So I just felt my suspicion rise a little bit. Within, it holds your will, your compassion, and the fate of the world. If it gets hit, you and your friends will lose HP. If everyone's HP reaches 0, we'll lose the battle. So please take care to avoid the enemy's attack. Ready? Let's try dodging. Great job, Chris. You're a natural. Anyhow, after the enemy attacks, it's our turn, Chris. First, I'll teach you how to fight. Though fighting is unnecessary in this world. There's no harm in a thorough lesson. Let's try fighting. Wow, Chris, that was an amazing attack. Have you done this before or something? Okay, next, so let's try defending. Simply defend and the enemy's attack will hurt you less. Not only that, but you'll also gather TP. Watch the orange big bar on the left. I'll explain it next. Let's try defending. Great job, Chris. Now that you've gathered TP, how about spending that TP on one of my spells? Because you hit the enemy enough, it got tired. Now, if I use my pacify spell on it, it'll fall asleep and we'll win peacefully. Let's try spells. I'll say cast pacify. Great, Chris, we would have won the battle by now. Now I have just a little more to teach you. Acting. Through this, even the most violent enemies can be defeated through various acts of kindness. Chris, though it's just a dummy, why not give it a hug? Aww, let's act. Give it a hug, Allison. Let me check it first. Attack 0, defense 0, cotton heart and button eye. Looks just like a fluffy guy. Sorry, it kind of looks like me. I've been alone, so I didn't have anyone to model it after. Aww. Chris, since it's me, please be kind to it, okay? You hug Rossi. Aww. Chris? I don't think, this is what you're supposed to be doing. But... It's so cute. Aww. You hug the dummy. Aw, that's great, Chris. Each enemy has different acts that satisfy them. When an enemy is satisfied, its name turns yellow. When that happens, you can defeat it by sparing it. If we spare all the enemies we meet, we'll never have to fight. Let's spare. Chris spared dummy. Great job, Chris. That would be the end in a real battle. I'm really happy I had the chance to teach you, Chris. You won. You got 0 XP and 2 D dollars. I wonder if that's D for dark, because we're in, like, the Dark Kingdom. Oh, that was fun. You're a wonderful student, Chris, and in case you ever need a refresher, I wrote a manual for you and Susie. Press C to open the menu and use it in your items. You got the manual. Ralsei's handmade book full of various tips and tricks. You tried to read the manual, but it was so dense it made your head spin. Huh. It's just a dummy. Oh my, the great door is opened? No wonder Lancer was able to come through. Chris, once we pass through this door, our adventure will really begin. A journey foretold exactly by the prophecy. But, Chris, I believe your choices are important too. This world is full of all kinds of people, Chris. In the end, how we treat them makes all the difference. So let's try our best to get by without fighting. Okay, so I'm getting mixed signals from this game. The intro tells us that our choices don't matter, and Ralse tells us that our choices do matter. And, you know, this game is initially going to be found mostly by Undertale fans, so people who are familiar with the idea of, you know, the morality-based mechanics of that game, where you can fight or you can spare, and that changes how the game progresses. So I wonder which of those messages is going to be undermined more, because it's sort of like, you know, it could turn out that Ralse is fresh-faced and idealistic and thinks the way a lot of people may have thought after playing Undertale. And maybe the game is going to kind of tragically, you know, undercut him and say, like, no, turns out, didn't you hear me the first time? Your choices don't matter. Or something like that. I don't know. It'll be interesting. If we can manage to do that, I believe this tale may have a happy ending. Otherwise, I fear that you may not find the result favorable. Oh, I'm sorry, is that too much to ask? I can handle it. Chris, I knew you were a hero the moment I saw you. Let's try our best, alright? I don't know what to think about this. I imagine there are so many things I want to go back and do and say differently just to see how things would be different. But I don't know if it would actually be different. With the door closed behind you, your adventure will truly begin. The power of adventure shines within you. Because I know there are a few things that I have actually gone back and tried that make me, like, skeptical of the ability to change things. Like, for one, it doesn't matter who you pick to be your partner in class, you end up with Susie. And it doesn't matter if you try calling for help on the cell phone, it doesn't connect. So I don't know, maybe there are no choices to be made that have any impact, but except as an illusion to kind of help sell the message that your choices don't have impact. But we'll see, maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Off we go. The Field of Hopes and Dreams. Enemies ahead, you're gonna die. Signed, Lancer. Moved in. Near. Check. Okay, so I can control them both. Okay, so the glow shard, it says sell at shops. The manual says read out of battle. Defend. This ambivalent diamond isn't any girl's best friend. I'm just a normal person. Okay, so I gain TP by getting near misses. If I let an attack get very close to me but out without hitting me. Rudin is glimmering plainly. Convince. You told Rudin to quit fighting. It was utterly swayed. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Rudin thinks about elaborate stones. Nice. If you're reading this, I guess you're dead. Signed, Lancer. Hey, Lancer. Hey, don't read this sign. It's a work in progress. Signed, Lancer. Oh, if it isn't my two favorite people. Psych, you guys aren't even in my top 5. Lancer, where's Susie? You mean the purple girl? You fools! You're too late to stop me. What did you do? Haha, it was so simple. She beat me up, so I ran away. That's a bit anticlimactic. So are you just going to stand there? I thought you would at least run to the right. Why? The purple girl's over there. These types of trees don't contain an item that can heal you. Whatever you do, don't check the tree and use C to open your menu. You got it? Signed, Lancer. I'm such a rebel, I'm gonna do it. There are 2 objects hanging from the tree. Take one. You got the dark candy. There's a candy hanging from the tree. Take one? No. You decided to let the tree keep it. Heals 40 HP, a red and black star that tastes like marshmallows. Hey, if you head that way, my troops will thrash you. Is that a threat? I prefer to think of it as an invitation. Necklace of Rudins blocks your path. Okay. Lecture. You lectured the enemies on the importance of kindness. The enemies became tired. Okay. I like the music. And the background kind of reminds me of the Mother games or Earthbound games. Or at least the first one. The one on the Super Nintendo. Mamma Mia, I'm top chef. My latest cake worked me to exhaustion, so I took a little nap. But Mamma Mia, a scary noise woke me up. A beast was hunched on the table eating the cake like an animal. I spritzed it with water and it hissed and ran off, but my wonderful cake is... Aw, Chris, that sounds like Susie. We must be going the right way. Let's try to keep her out of any more trouble. Mamma Mia, Mama Sheba. You know that beast? Please don't come back. The remains of the cake are still smoldering. Take a piece? Sure. The broken cake was added to your key items. The remains of the cake are still smoldering. Though broken, it seethes with power. A master smith could fix it. Huh. I guess that's a wall of vines or something back there. I thought I could avoid it somehow, but I guess they're not. Rudin and Hathy blocked the way. X flatter? Oh, is that like a dual tech? You ordered Ralsei to flatter all the enemies. We don't need XP, just encountering your smile is reward enough. Shine, shine. Hathy smiled a darling smile. Now, I could spare right now, but I want to defend so I can do one more thing. Oh! Hathy's whispering a lovely spell. I wanted to check Hathy. Attack 7, defense 0. I am a little kiss. Field Maze of Death. Behold the Maze of Death. Prepare to get lost, clowns, signed Lancer. Feeling lost yet? You must be utterly helpless among these twists and turns. Your sense of direction won't save you now, signed Lancer.